better. Harry Brook at the toss was talking about stump to stump. And we saw the evidence 2 days ago that for both seam and spin, spin obviously slightly different for all the usual reasons, and the turn that grew and grew throughout. That could be the first boundary of the day. Flicked away. Rashid is on the edge of the circle of a short long leg position. I love the contrast in that short long leg. Long away from Rian Ahmed's. There's a backward deep square leg, so a welcome boundary for Sri Lanka.
He had too much angle with that delivery, and it was used properly by the left-hander. Just use the angle, use the pace.
To him, I hope he has a good day. Oh, he's got it! Second attempt. Ben Duckett might not be the tallest of men, but he was off the ground to parry it. Had the presence of mind to keep his eyes on the ball. And he grabbed it at the second attempt. So that could have been flying away for 4. Instead, it is the end of Bishara.
Did he take the pace off on that occasion? Looked like it. And once again, the left-hander throwing everything at the ball, forgetting to place the ball into the gap. Couldn't control the stroke, but Duckett managed to control that. First wicket for England. You have to say it's a good start for them in this crucial game. The left-hander,
Kusal Mendes, not out the other day. That was the innings that...
Oh, he gets it. He's picked the slow one. Relief. Blows Samaya Nissanka with the first 6 of the innings.
Talking about blowing Samaya, I think he was wanting Sam Curran to blow it a bit harder towards him, because he just had to wait that split second longer. I think he's picked the slower ball very, very well, weighted. Talking about the sort of negative mindset you're in, because England have bowled quite well. Because there's width on that, you just hold the shot for that split second longer and then go again. Great shot.
That's for this time Nissanka not missing out.
That's a poor delivery from Will Jacks. He got away with the first one because Nissanka was trying to hit it. I think he was trying to hit it a lot squarer. This delivery, he's got onto it early, got himself set, and managed to get it.
He has to bat through because the new batter will struggle. It's a slower pitch.
To be fair, Russell,
at least a couple here. Duckett, he's done a lot of work out there. Oh dear, 50 on the board. Just didn't finish the job off.
Beauty, second one a wide one, third one a lot of width. You can't give players width. Not the caliber of Kusal.
More runs. There you go. Sri Lanka moving along nicely. That run rate now close upon 4. They'll be happy. Or above 4 for the first time this innings.
Piece. A little chip over the top. Now this might be taken in the deep. I think it is. Yes. Rashid strikes. It's Will Jacks who catches Nissanka, and that is wicket number 2.
Yeah, Nissanka will be very unhappy with himself here. He saw the hand come off the bat, which always implies just a little loss of control for both teams. Nissanka's gone for 26, it's 58 for 2.
Still in the mid-20s, he'll want that improved. Hasn't got 100 as yet. That has enjoyed a bit of pace, but it's different. Oh, trouble! That is trouble. Well. They're celebrating because Kusal Mendes ran rather blindly, and he's not waiting for the umpire. And that's
a run out. Can we check at the wicketkeeper's end? Thank you. I'm ready to make my decision for the big screen.
Well, the decision was very obvious. Kusal Mendes already back in the pavilion. He knew he was well out. Umpires just had to take their time to make absolutely sure, of course. But it was confusion all the way. There was possibly a run there, which, dare I say, was the dullest of all time. We lost the first test, we drew 4. That's 4. Now that's timing for you, that's a little bit too full. This is the problem with Will Jacks. He cannot bowl a consistent length. Some will be too short, some will be too full. It's loopy and full, it's a full.
76 for 3, seem to be enjoying the sun. Maybe looking for a bit of tan.
Is the go-to. Clever from Sri Lanka. Outfield very quick. Gets a boundary. It's been 55 balls since we heard the crowd roar for a boundary.
Has been a long wait for Sri Lankan batters to find a boundary. Had to premeditate, had to take a bit of risk to be able to score a boundary here. Bound on that occasion really helped the left-hander.
Little bit of pace on offer, almost at 90 Ks from Betul.
Not in control again, but he might split the gap. He does. This time tossed up. Is that taken? I think he has. So Dawson strikes, thrown up. Dhananjay De Silva looking to try and go.
The gap perfect, Sophie.
Got it. That's what Van der Sar can do, and that's what the Sri Lankan captain wanted him to do. They were desperate for a wicket. They needed this partnership to be broken. And Jeffrey Van der Sar in his very first over has provided it.
It's a big wicket for Sri Lanka, waiting to bring the wrist spinner into the contest. Jayasuriya desperate for a breakthrough. Sri Lanka desperate for a breakthrough. The ball's turned back onto Ben Duckett's middling off stump. Delight for Sri Lanka. The partnership is broken. Good partnership between Root and Duckett. England 88 for 2.
So there's just... That's taken. That is a very good catch. And that is Sri Lanka. This is what Sri Lanka wants. They want to open up one end. They've had Duckett. They've now had Betul playing a bit too early. Tossed up. And Sri Lanka completing a very fine catch.
That's a beautiful bit of bowling from Dhananjay. He just held it back, but not only held it back, just held it, just drifted a little bit wider. Into the footmarks, the ball's bounced just a little bit, splice of the bat and a good catch low down. Ecstasy for Sri Lanka, disappointment for Betul. Betul knows, Jacob Betul knows, he just needed to wait for the ball to come that little bit further to him. He's gone for 6 and England 97 for 3.
Have that. What's holding you back?
At the crease.
Squeezes it through. Joe Root. Isn't he playing this easy?
That's experience for you. He spotted the line very early, which was outside the off stump. Instead of looking to hit the ball through extra cover, he knew there'll be a risk involved with the slip in place. Opted to reverse sweep the ball and did it with control.
And that's 50. Really, really well played. And look at the number of balls as well. 52. It's taken, that's his 45th 50 in ODI cricket. Joe Root, well in control. 5th in Sri Lanka.
Relentless. Joe Root. Focus unwavering.
Oh, lovely shot. There wasn't a lot of width on offer. That's Harry Brook. Top shot, 121 for 3 after 26.
Start of the innings. Root sweep shots have been well executed. He's got the line there, so we've seen that many a time in this innings. From outside off stump, you're pretty safe. And he gets on top of it nicely. You know, the ones will do it. That's what's actually given. Yeah, the thing about that is he timed his move perfectly. Whereas reflect on the dismissal 2 nights ago, he was down so early that there was
Goal, beautiful place goal is. A lot of English fans have come from Australia to Sri Lanka.
Very resty Joe Root.
Seam option to come on. Far too easy now for England, and Joe Root, Harry Brook, just to nonchalantly knock the ball down the ground and comfortably get that.
And that was down the leg side. Everybody got beaten. It's a wide. 5 runs added to the total.
That hurts. That really hurts Sri Lanka. Trying to build and put some pressure onto the England batters, and it's just gone along, skidded on. It's not turned. As been mentioned, the finger spinner's not turning it, and that will hurt Sri Lanka. Pressure that they've been building up.
That's close. That is close. Given. Not a lot of angle on that delivery. Dipped at the last moment for the fast bowler.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is out. Check the feet, it's a fair delivery. We get it front on, please. And coming up now, impact is in line, and umpire's call on the stumps, hitting the wickets. Adrian, I'll get you to stay with your original decision of out. I'll let you know when you're on screen. You're on screen now.
Decision upheld. And a big wicket for the fast bowler, Asika Fernando.
Keeps the game alive. It keeps the game alive. Sri Lanka have got the big wicket of Joe Root. He goes for 75. England 178 for 4.
Beautifully for his 75. He's an explosive batsman without any doubt. On his day, he can destroy any bowling attack. Looked out of sorts in the previous.
Why? Oh, they go for it. Given. That's another one. Harry Brook this time. Just what Sri Lanka needed.
This white ball game loves a twist and a turn and a sting in the tail, doesn't it? The one thing giving Sri Lanka hope at this stage is that they can take enough wickets to suddenly apply some pressure. For so long, for 40 overs or so, England have dealt with all the pressure. They've just played with in a relaxed fashion. They've done everything right. The sweep shot, there are various ways of playing this. If it's as straight as that, you dare not miss it. So that is a moment, certainly for Sri Lanka, certainly for Harry Brook. It's 189 for 5. Oh, that was in the air briefly, but it's well timed. And it's raced away. It's just bypassed that mid-wicket. Races away for 4. Every boundary, of course, makes life just that bit easier for England at this stage.
72 balls. We haven't seen a boundary. That's 12 overs. Well, he wasn't his usual self. He really struggled a couple of days ago, Josh Buttler, but he times this brilliantly. Jeffrey flies like a pigeon, but he can't hang on.
Oh, again. Well, that has raced away. Again, it's aerial, but it is struck firmly, and it is just wide this time of extra cover. Those are the little differences that make absolutely all the difference.
I think it was intentional though from Joss Buttler. He picks up the slow one. Does just enough. Well, there's a bit of relief in those eyes, isn't it? The moment it goes over. No chance for the fielder. You'd have to say that it was.
Had a pretty torrid time this winter, both in Australia first of all, and then that first game 2 nights ago, going the wrong way for them. Well, it's found its way through in the end. Doesn't fight as cleanly hit as some. But Joss Buttler is well known for his ability to finish off games. In his career, he's been up and down the order. He's been a finisher at times. He's been an opener at times. This time, he's just dragged that away on the onside. That's beautifully struck. That is struck straight and high and far. So 6 runs from the first 5 balls, 6 runs from the final ball, 12 from the over, 217 for 5. Well, that's a beautiful shot with which to finish off this game. England have the win. A win they desperately needed after a disappointing Ashes series, after 11 consecutive away defeats in this format of the game. As Russell Arnold was saying, their fielding and bowling has earned them that win. It restricted Sri Lanka in the first part of the game to a very gettable total. The pressure was never really on in the chase. Mr. Magic.
Successful over so far. Dhananjay, the batter, dismissed, caught by Root of Dawson. Janit Lianage. Very impressive record. Right, now he's out here with the mission. He's not going to be tied down. Straight away makes a statement. I like that. I really like that. But he's got to be cautious, but it's a good start.
Yeah, very good start. Been watching from the sideline in the dugout, seeing that England have taken pace off the ball. And their spinners are bowling that little bit slower. And just a little touch above the eye line there. And again, down the wicket. He was in control, he got there early.
He's going to get runs. I thought he'll look to take Rehan Ahmed on, and he's doing that. And he's already got 9 runs of 5 balls, because he's come out with a very positive intent. That's seen with the way he's batting, because Sri Lanka needed that at some stage. They needed some urgency.
Yeah, positive intent and a little bit of luck. The run down the wicket was controlled. The sweep shot before was in control. They're not as controlled. England won't mind that.
Urgency by Janit Lianage. They're enjoying themselves Sunday.
Oh, nicely worked away. But what a catch. What a catch that was from Adil Rashid. The ball was dying on him. Dived in front in time to grab that one. Brilliant take.
Yeah, full credit to the catcher there, Adil Rashid. Had to judge it almost instantly. Those are the hardest things, to judge the flight, judge the carry. And he did really well to get his hands underneath it. This is a little bit of good fortune for Jamie Overton. It was just slightly offline, flicked away. Almost flicked away with too much timing, but that is a great catch. That's a very, very fine catch. Those are mighty tough to take out there. So maybe a spot of good fortune, but great catching by England there. Just had to make sure he got his hands underneath it. Well, once again, to make sure that hand was underneath, and it is indeed out. So Lianage goes for 12, a brisk 12 from Hal. That's helped away. His leg side, just a little bit of contact with it. Although the batsman, although Ratnaik was moving that way to start with, he was still able to get bat on ball. Still able to get it away for 4.
Yeah, the bowler tried to follow the batter who was backing away from the leg stump. Just because He was outside the line of that delivery. That enabled him to place that ball.
Certainly looked good the other day. That's a full toss that's tucked away. This time it's away from Adil Rashid. Nothing he could do to get round to it. So a bit of a freebie. Welcome boundary.
Both the boundaries for Ratnayake came square of the wicket on the onside. One with a long hob, the other one juicy full toss. Both the times batter capitalizing on those opportunities.
And that's a long way off target. When we started here this afternoon, 2:30.
Invite the batter.
Well, he's gone for this one, but he's hit it straight to Ben Duckett, who had not to move an inch. Just stood where he was, takes the catch ever so comfortably, chest high like that. And this is the key time when Sri Lanka just looking to move ahead to start to play some shots. As Sri Lanka had played so well, and had set up this situation for himself and for Sri Lanka. But look at that, straight to him.
Yeah, that's what Rashid wanted the left-hander to do. Chance his arms in that direction.
Result in the closing overs. We have 8 overs and 2 balls left. And
Good hit. Skips away for 4. They did need that boundary. 42 balls, that's a long time when you come to the end of an innings to be without a boundary. He's playing really well, Pavan Ratnayake.
Impressive young man. Lovely use of the feet and knew exactly where he was going. The off spin, turning back. Not going too wide, but looking to hit straight. And this out. Oh, not in control. He's not in control. It's taken at the dip. And another wicket at a crucial time. And this time it's Pavan Ratnayake.
Oh dear. They were just starting to think maybe 2:30. They needed Pavan Ratnayake, who was batting so well, to continue. He sliced it. He knew straight away that bottom hand coming through. He was aiming leg side. Geez, a wicket for Will Jacks. 2:30, now suddenly could be 2:10 for Sri Lanka. Pavan Ratnayake 29, 190.
This is my type of thing.
The selfie
The
moment.
selfie, okay. The reverse, very useful. Goes over short third. And Velalage brings up the 200.
Heart in the mouth for a moment. But very effective shot from Velalage. He's come out with confidence. There's been a change in his approach to the game and spring in his step. Very useful. Now he doesn't need to look for more. Now start. In fact, you've got to make contact as well. Madhushan's gone. It was quite predictable what Rehan Ahmed would be doing. Bowling it fast into the pitch and he runs past it. So that's the 8th wicket down. Madhushan, little supporting role comes to an end.
Just couldn't get to the delivery. Look how far down he is. The turn, the bit of extra bounce, allowing Josh Butler enough time to take the bails off. So Sri Lanka lose their 8th. And Pramod Madhushan is the batter dismissed. Out for 7, 213 for 8. Now the drag, and that is, I think, overtaken. For a moment I thought it cleared the fielder, but Dunit Velalage holds out to the man at long on. His intent was right, just couldn't get the execution.
Yeah, had to go, not much option really. Bowled slow through there. Velalage thought he got enough. Sam Curran at long on had a bit of work to do in terms of judging it and getting back to the line. Skip backwards, has a little glance. Just as he takes it. Last hope of probably 230. Well, Alage once again.
That's the question. And he certainly heard the drums. And Joe Root catches him. And Sri Lankan innings comes to an end with 3 deliveries left. Root getting 2 wickets of consecutive deliveries. And England have a target of 220.
Good job, England. Once again lost the toss. You saw the reaction in Harry Brook at that stage. But they've come out and been very, very disciplined, doing the basics right, using lots of spin options. And 219, they will fancy themselves. Well, Sri Lanka will say runs on the board. Pitch on the slow side, taking turn. I'll tell you what, don't go away. It's going to be a tight chase. Asita Fernando dismissed off the very first ball that he faced.
And England will have to bat really well. And I think well done to them for the way they bowled, the way they fielded. They need just 1 or 2 blemishes. But overall, they be Sri Lankan batters to break free and score anything big, with the top scorer being Sri Lanka. That too, 45 of 64. Start for Nisanka. Kusal Mendy's unfortunate to be run out. Dhananjaya, a hard-fought 40. And useful runs towards the end. Ratna.
So the second of 3 one-day internationals here at the Premadasa Stadium in Colombo. Sri Lanka take on England ahead of their T20I series as well. We've reached the halfway stage. A few clouds, I have to say, just emerging around the back of the stands. But Sri Lanka having opted yet again to bat first. Finished 3 balls short of the full 50 overs on 219. It's been a teaming partnership. No Zach Crawley today. He's got a knee injury, so he's out of contention. And what England have done is put Rian Ahmed up to the top, bringing up from the lower order up to the top order. Will Jacks, of course, came in. We saw the fact that he bowled his 10 overs during the Sri Lankan innings. So it's Rian Ahmed and Ben Duckett. Be interested to see how Duckett goes today. He found some form in the first match. 62 for him in that first match. Rian Ahmed was down the order and flailing away. But the key now for England with this chase, 2 things. One is a good start, and then secondly, when spin comes into play, as it's so a length ball just outside off stump is met with a straight defensive bat by someone who hit form with his county Leicestershire this past summer in the UK. Going at the top of the order. And how will he approach the task here today? Well then, well there we are. Spin has its effect in the first over of this response. Just a little bit short, turning gently back onto the stumps, but Rian Ahmed has gone back and basically missed a straight one.
Dhananjaya has just got to slip one through a little bit quicker on Rian Ahmed. Actually, it's an in-swinger. It's a seam up in-swinging. Good length ball, come out the front of the hand. Absolute beauty from Dhananjaya. Rian Ahmed gone back onto his stumps. Completely deceived, gone for 13. England are 20 for 1.
Well, Root is off the mark. It looked like it might be 1, but it's beaten the fielder as well. So it's just a sweetly timed push straight down the ground for 4. And that's certainly one way to do it.
Big challenge for...
Good placement, nice timing. Quick outfield, and the ball wins. Just in an instant almost, it looks a slightly different game as Joe Root has now pushed 2 boundaries in quick succession, one at either end.
Again, there we see just moving across the crease. Joe Root, knowing that there's not much bounce on it, there's not much pace in it.
That'll be 4. Oh, in fact, it's gone all the way. Short. He was quick to get on the back foot. Good finish to the over for England. 39 for 1.
He's Sri Lanka's most experienced and penetrative, though. Joe Root starts off with the boundary. The first